Hi beautiful people, how you all doing? Good day to you. Welcome back to another video on my channel. My name is Blessing and you're welcome to my Blessedom TV. If you are new here, I hope you're going to like this video and I hope that you're going to hit that subscribe button and subscribe and join us here. And I like to say, as usual, thank you so much to every one of you who already subscribed, who support this channel. So this is a video that I actually did on Facebook, and I figured that the information in this video is very important and very crucial at this time, to spread this information about the reality on the ground about this Biafra agitation. So I'm not going to let you in too much. I'll just let you see the video for yourself. And please, in making your contributions, I would like you to be civil. Please, no rudeness, no insults. Please, if you know you the only want to insult and be rude, please, we don't need that here. We want to have constructive conversation and learn from each other and exchange good ideas. And but if you don't have any of those, please, I'm sorry, you have to take those comments out, or it's gonna be deleted automatically anyways. So thank you so much, my people. So without taking much of your time, here we go. And I had an interaction on a post I made, and I put a picture of that conversation there, and it just kind of brings me to the idea to say that we are not actually facing the reality on ground. Obviously, the Igbo people who are aggrieved, and okay, you cannot negate or put down anybody's grievances, because obviously there is a place for that. So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter whether your grievance is legitimate or not, but you have to face the reality of what is happening, of what is on ground. And for the most part, everybody in Igbo land, or most people, actually believe that there is a Biafra agitation going on, and to the extent that a musical celebrity like Flavor, is actually coming into the conversation and saying that Kanu's Jisike, like praising him and say Jisike no. You understand me? So there are so many ways you can take this conversation. That's why I put number one, because this is the first conversation we are having in regarding to facing this reality of this Biafra agitation, and the reality about what is actually going on. The first thing that you have to actually begin to consider and realize is that there is no Biafra agitation going on. There is no Biafra agitation going on. That's it. People are being pumped up, deceived, and made to be angry about every other thing that is not working well in Nigeria, and put it in their heart and tell them, that they are slaves. People are being made to imprint all this kind of thing in their heart, and a lot of them has fallen short. A lot of them have gone to face the military. A lot of them are in jail. A lot of them are dead. A lot of them are injured. A lot of them, the quality of their lives have changed forever. It's never going to be the same again. But still, everything that is going on in Nigeria is still going on. And there is a thread I read, and somebody said, ever since Kano stopped talking, Nigeria is dealing with them. Nigeria has been dealing with Igbo people, dealing with Nigerian people, and there's nobody to speak for them. So everybody is now looking forward and hoping that Kano will come back and speak out again. And I'm thinking, like, in what land are these people existing? Like, what is it that Kano is saying that is changing anything, that is changing your reality? Actually, how has all these things that Kano is saying changed anything on the ground? Has it changed the politics? Has it changed? Like, what impact does it? What does that mean? What does that mean that since he's the only one speaking for you, that if not for him speaking for you, there's nobody speaking for you? Like, speaking for you in what sense? You see? So are you looking for somebody that will speak for you, or you want your own country, or you want a place you want to worship a new religion, like this master prophet and these people are doing Biafra religion, or you want to become Jews and emigrate to Israel, so the whole thing is all over the place. But first off, I think that you have to settle the core of the matter. Is there is nothing like Biafra agitation going on. What you have is resentment. It's a resentment of everything that is wrong in Nigeria. It's a politics of resentment. It's resentment of the marginalization that you feel, that you experience, the failure of the ruling elite to deliver the dividends of democracy. So you resent this democracy, you resent this administration, you resent everything about it. And this Kano's group of fraudsters that are calling themselves freedom fighters have given you a room and an outlet to push out that resentment, and you see people using that avenue as a release to all the grievances that they have, and they are so resentful and they are so bitter. And just for example, somebody will come and listen to me, he doesn't like what I'm saying, and then it begins to rain very, very deep and bitter curses and saying, you are not going to be this for generation to generation, you nothing good will happen, you are going to die. Like, there's so much bitterness. So this is just what is going on, and you are showing this resentment, and you are going out on the street. Normally when you protest, is a form of resentment. You are showing this resentment and you are going on the street, you're protesting. It's okay. You are showing this resentment, you want to go and engage in the army, and you are showing this resentment, but in reality, that is what is going on. It is not about Biafra, because at the end of the day, where have you heard about Biafra outside of you people that are talking about it? Where else have you heard about it? Is Biafra being discussed in the National Assembly? Is Biafra being discussed any other place? Have you seen anywhere that the Biafra agitation was the topic of discussion, that people have gathered to talk about it? None. So my people, you have to wake up to the reality. Biafra is about the Igbo people at this time. There is nothing else. There is nothing else going on. Biafra is about Igbo people. Who else is talking about Biafra other than Igbo people? This is the reality that we face, that we don't want to accept, but that is what it is. If you look at Nnamdi Kanu, his I don't know what to call it, his country, his online country and his online republic, he has Igbos. Okay, of course he may put one person from another ethnic group and another ethnic group here, but these are just fringes. When it comes to it, the main place where all this Biafra thing is resonating is among the Igbos. So this is the truth. This is the reality. And anybody that doesn't want to accept it, I'm sorry. I cannot take away whatever you believe. I cannot argue it away, but it is what it is when it comes down to it. Yes, I have to talk about Kanu, because right now he's a problem for you people, although you people don't see it. And Kanu is standing in the way of any meaningful conversation or any useful strategy or any effective engagement that you can have as a people, politically and socio-culturally. He's standing in the way right now, and a lot of people are taking him serious. And he is doing all these things to your own detriment, and you are not seeing it. It's like the naked emperor. They said the emperor was naked, and nobody was able to tell him that he's naked, and everybody was afraid, because if you would tell him that he's naked, you're going to lose your life, you're going to cut your head off, and all this kind of. And so he is dancing naked, he's going on the street, and then comes a little child who is oblivious of any consequences. I'm like, oh, but he's naked, like. The emperor is naked. This is where this conversation is going to. you have to face the reality on the ground that there was never any agitation. What you have is resentment. It's just resentment, you know. Buhari came into power and everybody just kind of lost it. And how do you resent this administration? You are using something that, you know, is going to be like a rallying call. It's like for the Muslims, when they say jihad, you know, it's something that rallies them up, you know. And or maybe for Christians, when they say crusade, you know, in the past, you know, how they use crusade to engage in warfare and conquest. So it was just something that you can use to quickly rally Igbos up and whip up those emotions and all those anger. I'm not saying there's no room for you to be angry. I'm not saying there's no room for you to be aggrieved. But in all of this, you still have to find a way to meander and maneuver your way out and stay focused and still face the reality, because the reality is the reality. It's not going to leave you. It doesn't matter what you believe or how you see it. It doesn't change the reality on ground. And the reality on ground is that there is no Biafra agitation going on. Yeah. What I'm trying to say is that if you look at this, like I've shown you the videos, and the videos are actually self-evident. How do you say that you are having an agitation and you want the world to give you a new country, the whole world, and then you claim that you go to the UN, but when you go to the UN, you are not addressing any panel in the UN. You are not addressing anybody. And first of all, you don't have any jurisdiction to go to the UN because you are not a country. You are not a representative of any member country of the United Nations. You understand? So if you have a grievance, you can go to the human rights angle and say, oh, my human rights have been violated. You can try filing charges at the human rights arm of the UN. But to say that you are going to the UN and then you go there and then you gather your people and you are standing aside and you address your people, and then you say you are going to Germany and you go to Germany and you address your people that are living in Germany, so they come together and then you address them, and then you say you are going to the US and you go to the US and your people arrange a town hall meeting and you meet your people, your own people, your people that are living there, own monna again. You go there and you talk to your own monna, and then you go to Brazil, you go to Japan, you have your own monna, you all gather and you take pictures and you talk to each other, and then you come back and say, wow, I'm going to the whole world. I've registered Biafra in the mother 88 country, and it's about to come. And by the way, 2020 is about to go, so don't forget that you have always been told it's imminent, it's about to come. But this is 2020, is about to end. By the grace of God, we are going to see the end of it. And here you are. You see, so you see them, they tell you that they are going to the UN, they are going to here, they are going to there, but whenever they go in any of these places, they are talking to themselves. And you don't see the government in the parliament of the country, in the Senate, in the House of Assembly, talking about this. It's not a matter of contention. You have representatives from the Southeast fully represented in the National Assembly, fully represented in the Nigerian Senate. So why all this delusion? You have to face it. You just have to face it. You lost the elections. You were not happy with the outcome. But the reality is the reality. President Buhari remains the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. There's nothing you can do about that. There is nothing you can do about that. There is nothing. And he is there. He's the president. That is the reality you are facing. Why can't you just accept this? Instead of using this anger to allow yourself to be deluded that something is happening, that Biafra is going to come. How? From where? Through who? And they say, oh, you're going to give you referendum. From where to where? Who is going to give you referendum? And I've seen people writing letter and asking international community to come and dissolve Nigeria. Nigeria is not a gathering of a meeting. It's a country, regardless of how faulty the foundations are. Whatever. but it is still regarded as a country, and you cannot write a letter and international bodies will sit down somewhere and dissolve Nigeria. It cannot happen, because the territorial integrity of Nigeria still stands. You see, and that is the clause that people forget, that even though you have, as a UN Charter, you have the right to self-determination, still every nation has a right to its territorial borders, and has that right to protect the integrity of its internal borders. And you cannot juxtapose this, say because you have the right to self-determination, that you will not infringe on the right of the nation and its internal sovereignty. You cannot do this. This is the reality. I want you people to face the reality, because all this thing is a distraction. How can it be that the only conversation you are having that you are really upbeat about is about leaving Nigeria, separation from Nigeria, but it is not happening? There is nothing meaningful. There is really nothing actively happening in that effect. Nothing. So why are you disturbing yourself and distracting yourself? It's like when you are in a marriage and you are in this marriage, and every conversation you are having in that marriage is divorce, and the divorce is not happening, and you are there, and the years are rolling by. So while you are engulfed in this envelope of divorce, the years are rolling by, and the life is still going on, and you are being distracted from all what you could be doing in all this time. You are just being enveloped in this thinking that you are leaving at any time soon, and it's not happening. And if you see these people who say that they want Biafra, they have nothing. These Kanu followers, all they want to do is to insult. Like, should I be ashamed because I'm a woman? Why do you think that talking about the private part of a woman is an insult? Everybody have private part. You have your private part as a woman, as a man. I have mine as a woman. What is there to be ashamed about? Like, you people have lost it. I don't know where this idea that talking about a woman's private part is an insult. You have your private parts. Why don't you talk about it? Why don't you feel insulted about your own? Like, you people are out of your mind. What kind of a nation is going to be that? A misogynistic collection of mofos that are going to be seeing women as objects of humiliation or what? Like, what kind of thing is this? I only see insults. I don't see any other meaningful contribution. Either you are insulting or you are cursing. Like, forget it. You have been taken for a ride. That is it. It doesn't matter if you insult me from here till tomorrow. It's not going to change anything. It's not going to change anything. There is never. Have you seen anybody mention Biafra? Anybody? Nobody. 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 Where is it mentioned? Nobody supports the breaking down of Nigeria. How are you going to do it? Can you do it on your own? Then get on with it and stop disturbing the world. Nobody is even being disturbed. If you think that you are disturbing anybody, you are actually in a la-la land. You are not disturbing anybody. I'm very sorry. I'm very, very sorry. So I just feel that we need to get this conversation going, because when I saw somebody was writing that when you are fighting for freedom, you have to do everything in your power, and Kanu is like the Jesus Christ, and he ran like Jesus had to escape to Egypt, and now he's going to come back. Like, hello, wake up, this is 2020, it's almost over. What is going on? What is going on with you guys? I don't know what is happening. There are so many nationalities within Nigeria, and they are going through everything that they are going through. But the conversation is not immediately they want to leave Nigeria. You see? So you need to leave this conversation because nobody is supporting it, and you don't have the capacity and what it takes to start it. So why using it to distract yourself? You see? So yeah, you can call in if you have anything to contribute, so that we don't take too much time. This is basically what I want to start this conversation with. You need to face the reality about this agitation. There is no agitation for Biafra. There is a resentment for all that is wrong in the Nigerian democracy, in the failure of the ruling elite to deliver the dividends of democracy, and people are down, broken. This is acceptable, this is normal, this is a legitimate concern, not only for people from Southeast, but also people from every other part of the country. But we are the only one that are actively wanting a breakup, you understand? And you don't have what it takes to pull it. And you think that somebody will just help you and pull down the country. It's not possible. Nobody's going to do it. So, when they say you can't stop Nnamdi Kanu, it's a stupid thing to say. You can't stop Nnamdi Kanu. Stop him from what? Stop him from being stupid. Stop him from being a fraud. Stop him from being deceptive. Of course, what is my business? I'm not going to be able to stop him from deceiving mofos like you if you have money to give him and if you want to congregate in your congregation of foolishness. What is my business in stopping you in doing that? But it's just to enlighten you that it's all in futility. There is nothing going on. So if you say nobody's going to stop him from what? Stop him from going from his apartment to other places to do his homeowner meeting. Like, stop him from doing what? There is nothing going on. Hello, good morning, guten Morgen. Nothing is going on. Nothing. This is my stance. I'm telling you guys. If you say you can't stop Nnamdi Kanu, I can't stop him. Stop him from what? His life is not in my hands, even though he claims that the life of millions of people are in his hands and that he can decide who live or die and he can decide where he want to have destroyed. So get on with it. You want Nigeria destroyed? Pull it up. You say it. Tomorrow you will say you need 100 men to go and die, even though you have only machete and hose. Ooh, you want to go on a suicide mission? Of course, I can't stop you. Go on your suicide mission. I'm sorry for you guys. Nothing is going on. Wake up and smell the coffee. 2020 is over. Tomorrow he's going to come out and give you another format. See it as it is going. Now mouth. Nothing is going on. Have you seen him with anybody before? Oh, somebody is actually calling. Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, Emmanuel is my name. I'm calling from Amsterdam right now.
Okay, Emmanuel from Amsterdam.
Yeah, first of all, I need to thank you for trying to enlighten our people. And last time I called on your program.
Okay.
And I need to let people know when they talk about Nnamdi Kanu fighting for Biafra or advocating for them, there are basic things they need to know. As Nnamdi Kanu, all the promises he has given you people, first of all, we don't need to invent new things. How many of them have come to pass? I don't know where to start. I keep listening. When Ijele was there, I used to list them one after the other. Nnamdi Kanu from 2015 told you he's going to get you Biafra. That never happened. Nnamdi Kanu told you,
okay.
That never happened. Nnamdi Kanu told you that he came out, I still have the video, that his parents were killed. First of all, the wife in BBC interview said they killed Nnamdi Kanu or kidnapped Nnamdi Kanu. And that never happened. Nnamdi Kanu resurfaced from Ghana to Israel. And that never happened. All lies. Even Nnamdi Kanu himself told his followers, I still have the video, that his father and mother were killed by during Operation Python Dance. That's a fat lie also, because after a few years, they all died in Germany. I don't know whether Operation Python Dance took Nnamdi Kanu and the father and mother and sent them to Germany. The whole issue looks so ridiculous. It's so stupid. Before, we used to think that Igbo people are the most reasonable. Nnamdi Kanu has demystified the myth that Igbo people are the most stupid. But unfortunately, what he claimed he's having, in Igbo land, I'm talking of 5 Igbo-speaking states. I think we are talking about 40 or 50 million people. Nnamdi Kanu, let's agree that what he's talking about is true, that he has 2 million. 2 million, the ratio of 2 million to 50 million people is still very insignificant and so infinitesimal. If at all he has that 2 million. And that 2 million are the 2 million fools in Igbo land. I want people to get this right. N'obi eze, a na-enwe ndị iberibe, a na-enwe ndị ara, a na-enwe ndị oshi. Nnamdi Kanu and his group are the least of all the people you can see in Igbo land. We need to get it right. For those of you in the other part of the Nigerian, in other part of Nigeria, seeing Nnamdi Kanu and his group as representing Igbo, I have told you time without numbers. Nnamdi Kanu is not representing Igbo. Tell me what a governor from Igbo-speaking state says, then I will argue with you. Tell me what our senators are saying. House of Assembly members, either state or Abuja level, I will understand. Don't tell me what Nnamdi Kanu says. Nnamdi Kanu can create his group. In Nigeria, we have freedom of association. I can decide to create my own and call it Igbo, Biafra, blah, 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 blah. Nnamdi Kanu is not representing Igbo. That is one thing we need to make clear. And for his global followers that keep talking nonsense, that Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for them, I need you to ask Nnamdi Kanu, what have you achieved? A 53-year-old man. You don't have a house you can call your own. You can't even renovate your father's house. That is number one. You have never worked. You worked briefly as MC in UK and in a barber shop also. That was the only achievement before you started this IPOB enterprise. That is the only thing you have. And all the money you got from IPOB, we are not interested in your money. That is your own type of foreign man. We understand. But where we are getting involved is that I see Okenyaga Nonula Ewamuanobre. People are dying. That is why we started talking about it. A lot of people, Nnamdi Kanu, your mediocrity, your stupidity, your callousness, your carelessness, your bombastic and outrageous outburst has killed a lot of people and are putting a lot of people in a harm's way. And that is why we are out for you. We are not interested in whatever money they are contributing for you and you are eating. Now, another stupidity here, my sister, I know I'm taking a lot of time, but let me make this point. Check Nnamdi Kanu and his group. How did he get his British passport? Ghana, woman. And I have taken time to study all the coordinators in the so-called places he is operating. 80% of them married non-Igbo, non-Nigerian. If you so much love Igbos, how are you marrying non-Igbos? There is nothing wrong with marrying Igbos. You claim you are going to be Jewish. Do you know what Jewish is all about? It's matrilineal, which means you get your nationality from mother, not from, it's not patrilineal, it's matrilineal. So they don't even know what they are talking about. Nnamdi Kanu has no clinic. Have you been that you even achieved something, maybe open a clinic in Afaruku Maya? A lot of people are languishing in jail thanks to Nnamdi Kanu. A lot of people have been killed thanks to Nnamdi Kanu. A lot of the people you left in Kuje prison, that man, what is his name, is having liver issues now. Nobody is talking about. I have been listening to him daily all this while. He has never mentioned that guy, that stout, short guy that he used to fight with when he was in Kuje prison. He then abandoned them there. I'm not talking of those that died. The women that protested in Owerri, some of them are still in jail. Some died. Nnamdi Kanu never talked about them. Yeah. So, my dear brothers, whether you are reasonable or stupid, we still, as a we don't care how you think. Please, don't die for Nnamdi Kanu. And for those of you that are pretending he's helping us, he's talking, who is he talking to? Who are his audience? He's telling you. The stupid people. It's just like Omar and Onimaya. He's talking to other mad people. He is not communicating. Nnamdi Kanu has not given you any clinic. I'm not even talking of hospital. If you talk of prominent people in Igbo land, at least we can say, oh, Igbo love themselves, they did something. They are helping people. Onyema, peace, peace, at least help our brothers in India and brought them back. What can you tell me Nnamdi Kanu did in Afariku? I'm not even talking about the whole Igbo land. He went to Malaysia, collected a lot of money from some people that he claimed he will make them governors when you get. That story is still there. He is siphoning people's hard-earned money, promising you heaven and earth. He is using the things you cherish most to rob you your hard-earned money. And you are celebrating it. That is what is called obtaining by tricks, because he is killing on the things you appreciate. That is the issue. For you, before you say Nnamdi Kanu baliwara, what is he doing? That is the question. Talking on the social media doesn't mean anything. Have you ever think of having a pro-Biafran senator? No. A pro-Biafran House of Assembly member, local or state? The answer is no. Even chairman, the answer is no. So the work done is zero. In physics, they said when you are pushing, and the force is not in direction of that, the work done is zero. So all the noise making on the social media is completely zero. Nnamdi Kanu has not given you any clinic, no new schools, no scholarship, nothing. The only thing you can say, oh, you are declaring asylum. Do you think asylum is a good thing? And you use a letter-headed paper of IPOB to claim asylum, and you will not tear your old passport and claim, oh, Nnamdi Kanu baliwara. That is nonsense. So ask yourself these critical questions. For you to say somebody is trying, what has he done? What is the step he has made to achieve whatever you think you are looking for? The answer is no. I am a journalist. I was out of the 3 EU meetings last year. I attended 3. Nnamdi Kanu was never there. And I keep telling people, you will stand outside where all the gay protesters are doing their protests, climate change people are doing their protests. You will take pictures with them, give them their passport or their flag, and zoom out. That it has all about this. So if you are telling me Nnamdi Kanu is trying, let me tell you and make it clear now. Nnamdi Kanu, if there is anything like Biafran struggle, he has taken that Biafran struggle 10 steps backwards, not forward. He has nothing to do with Biafra. His agenda is not to give you Biafra. His agenda is to use Biafra to take money from you. And we don't care about that. What we care about, putting you in a harm's way. You are getting killed. You are getting named. A lot of you are languishing in prison. And there is another point, my sister, I need to make. If you check we used to base ourselves as, Igbos are one of the the 3 major ethnic groups. It's becoming a lie now, because the population of Igbo, when you check the ratio with that of Yorubas and the Hausas, our population is decreasing. And then Nnamdi Kanu comes to Nnamdi Kanu, because an Igbo man will like to have money, build a house before he will get married. And before, with the condition of Nigeria, every average clean Igbo man is reaching up to the age of 40 before getting married. And we live in one man, one wife. And what does that leave us? We are having only 1 or 2 kids. A Yoruba man, a Hausa man will have like 10 children. You will start from secondary school and having children. So they outnumbered us. The little one we have, Nnamdi Kanu, is killing them. And that is where we are getting involved. We are not telling, Blessedom is not telling you not to give Nnamdi Kanu money. If you want to sell your ancestral land and give to Nnamdi Kanu, no problem. But don't get killed. Our population is reducing. We are going down. Every average Igbo man now is having 1 child, 2 children, 3 children. Whereas in Yoruba, secondary school, you have 2 children already. You will marry again, have another 2 children. One Yoruba man will have like 5, 6, 7 children. An Igbo man cannot afford, because we give that based on how much we can train. So how many we can train. That is why the population is going going down. And the little one we have, Nnamdi Kanu, out of his own stupidity, carelessness, greed, is putting them in a harm's way. And that is why we are out. We are not telling you not to give him money. Don't get killed. He is not doing anything for any of you. He has no project. He's telling you the map of the so-called Biafra. You that is fighting for Biafra. Biafra is a child of circumstance. Because they were killing people, Ojukwu told them to. Do you even Google the word Biafra, bite of Biafra? It stretches from Cameroon down to Chad Republic. When they asked him, where is their map? He said, let me tell you, my dear brothers, in Cotonou, in Cameroon, in Chad, in a lot of places, even in Haiti. Haiti is in the Caribbean, Central America. I don't the Biafrans. That is all nonsense because he has no agenda, he has no point. The idea is, when he was talking about Alimajiri is coming, I was in Nigeria and I told them I stopped the Alimajiri. There are people stranded between Ori and the East. So when they block Ori because of coronavirus and block it, they became stranded and they started descending down to the East. And they can use it to make money from you people. Alimajiri is coming. Why is he not talking about Alimajiri anymore? He demystified that nonsense. He's talking of Boko Haram. How many people did Boko Haram, Fulani, Alimajiri killed in Igbo land? How many people have died because of Nnamdi Kanu's stupidity? These are food for thought. We should look inwards, ask ourselves questions. All this nonsense, all this noise we are making, does it work it? It is taking us backwards. Now the election is coming. Nobody is saying that Nigeria is good for us. We are all outside. But there are millions, there are a lot of countries Nigeria is better off. At least in Africa, Nigeria is number one in terms of we took over from South Africa. Irrespective of our whatever bad government we have. If you check a lot of people out of ignorance, they talk stupidly. There are a lot of countries. When you check, now I'm giving you a project. Go to Google, type in terms of a passport. There are a lot of European countries, Asian countries, Nigerian passport is better than. We can travel to 47 countries. It's not for you to go and discover it. We are not saying that Nigeria is good. No, we have bad government. The setting is bad. The foundation is badly structured. That is true. But we cannot, because of that, and jump from frying pan to fire. That is the problem.
Thank you so much.
Kanu has no project. Thank you very much for.
Thank you so much. So my people, I don't know what else to say. He has just added more, like more sugar and more salt. Kind of enhanced the conversation again. There is nothing going on. It's just a Ponzi scheme. This thing you think Biafra agitation, Nnamdi Kanu is going to bring you Biafra. He's just doing his personal business. Everybody involved in that business is his family member. If you are not his family member, they will expel you. So the country that you want to, you say you are under attack in Nigeria, you want freedom. And you want to go to a country that when you say what they don't like, they will expel you. They will write memo and expel you. You have seen the memo that is flying around. The 3 members has been expelled, and maybe that time Ebuponya Hisi, because he seems to be infatuated with Mbupisi. So at the end of the day, that is what is going to happen. So where is the freedom? Even within whatever he's doing, his online republic, he can't even guarantee freedom. He can't guarantee you freedom of speech or freedom of association, freedom of expression. But Buhari, that is running Nigeria, allow you people at least to be using this Facebook to be writing insult and laying curses. Buhari has not expelled you. So Buhari has not said bring him, let them put him in jail, let them put a memo that this person is banished from Nigeria. Imagine they can do that though. They can say, okay, since you people don't want Nigeria, okay, we banish you. You become stateless. But they left you. But the one that you never even see Matt to lie down, he's writing memo and expelling you from his online republic of radio country. Everybody, him, his sister, his in-law, his cousin. Now that one they hold money. Now this one they pray. Now this one they are they like it's a family something for them. This is their own Ponzi scheme, their MMM. So there is nothing happening per se that a country wants to come out of all this jamboree. You see, but what is going on with you guys is that you are just angry. Iwe na-ewu ihe awu mkpali obi, akpalitela unu obi unu, so your heart is aggrieved. Ọ na-ewute unu ihe niile na-eme na Nigeria. It doesn't mean that you are going to get a new country because what is happening in Nigeria does not please you. Go and look out the black Americans, what they have passed through in America. Their conversation have never been that they want to leave America. Because they know that they don't have the capacity where they want to start from. But what they have consistently done is take up one issue and face it and fight it and protect, and you know, gradually as the years are rolling by, with a lot of resistance. So it's not like they will just come out and they will be say they will say, oh yeah, I'm not gonna go take. No, the same people you people are looking at that they are so good. They are they are the people that have been, you know, putting these people through all these things, and they have fought all their life. And they are still fighting, and the people that are resisting, they are still resisting, because you know it's when they say they want to take their country back, what do you think they are talking about? They want to take it back to the time when it be say, if you see you go for motor, you go stand up. If you go they call, if you see her, you go first of all enter bush, let them pass. Now I be waiting that they talk, but you people don't understand. So those people, their conversation is not that we want to go back, we want to take our own country, because we won't give them their own country. But they know that they can fight within this constitution. Even their constitution, when they started their constitution in America, as Onyoji, Iruhum Madu, they say you be 3.5. You as Onyoji, Iruhum Madu. So if there is something going on and they say you as Onyoji need to come and confess, that means una go be 2, because one Onyoji Eruhum one person. Una go be 2. But if you be on your child, you go be 1 person. But Onyoji, like this is what I don't know what you are even saying, what you are crying about. Those people, they never ever see. Do you know that small thing like this, they go just lock them for prison, they go throw away the key all their life. But look at you people here. Somebody now told you that you are a slave. You are not a slave. Do you know what it means to be a slave? You determine when you wake up, you determine when you sleep, you determine you're going in and you're coming in. Nobody disturb you. And but somebody have already told you that you are a slave, and they are milking you and telling you that Biafra is going to come. They are doing anything for Biafra. They are not doing anything. That is the first important thing. I don't want this to register that. No, when it comes to that Biafra agitation, forget it. Nothing is happening. And as long as they are not talking, like our brother Emmanuel from Netherlands said, if you want Biafra to be talked about in the Nigerian House of Assembly, in the Nigerian Senate, then you elect a Biafran, a pro-Biafra representative, so that they will be talking about it there. If they are not talking about it there, where else do you want to be talking it? So you think that, so look at what I mean, we are grateful to God Almighty that we are witnessing this kind of drama. How can you say somebody will go to UN to go and see UN, but he will be doing a meeting in front of UN building? He will go to UN and meet his UN brothers. You go to UN, you say you want to go and talk to UN, but you will go there and address your own people. And I mean, you leave your people, the people that like, I don't know, this thing is, so it's funny to me, but I see that people are taking it serious. So I want to laugh, but sometimes I just try to hold my laughter, because you say you want to go to UN, you go to UN, yourself, as una follow come, una come stand there, address on herself, una pack on herself, they go, una so una don't go address you. Hello, good morning, what is going on? You say you want to go to EU. What is concern una with EU? Are you an EU member country? Hello? Why una no go EU? Una no fit go. Hello.
Hello, Blessedom. How are you?
I'm fine. Good afternoon.
Yeah, I just want to contribute to your program.
Yeah, you're welcome.
You did a great job.
Thank you.
And the last caller that called has actually summarized the issues of our people.
May we know your name and where you are calling from? The UK now? Yeah, we want to know your name. I can see that you are calling from the UK, right?
Yeah, that's correct. My name is Max.
Max, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
So what we are saying in essence is that the ICOB or whatever they call them is just a business. Somebody is making a fortune from this business, and anything that you have to do, that they have to tell you to swear an oath.
Yeah.
You need to run far, far, far away from it. The first time I heard it, I thought it was a joke. I think it was your page that you shared something regarding them swearing an oath. And they now inserted the name of Nnamdi Kanu in it. I was bamboozled. I said, wow. No wonder these people go online and they insult almost virtually everybody. You know? And is this the Biafra we are talking about, where there's lack of respect for women, where they talk to women in any way? You can see their behavior online. They are everywhere. You know, especially even when they go on CNN, because they are supporting Trump, and they abuse almost, they portray this animalistic behavior wherever they go.
Wow.
And I'm saying, hold on, is this the kind of Biafra these people are telling people to come on board to join? I will not be part of it in any way. And I will not encourage anybody to do, because that Biafra they are fighting about will be worse than Nigeria. The signs are there. We've seen it that the way they do, they even swear and say to the extent that they have a killer squad. I had it authoritatively, that they can actually go and beat up their members at home for not paying their dues. Somebody told me, I don't know if that is true, now it's true, but they have like it's more or less like a secret society. So the ones you are seeing online are just the food project. They have the inner circles that actually go out and deal with other people.
Dissidents, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And secondly, or thirdly, is why is it that they don't even criticize the governors?
They can't.
That actually they got all the wealth of the southern eastern part of Nigeria together. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
I haven't seen them criticizing all these governors in Igbo land, all these senators.
No, because they are the ones bankrolling them. Yeah.
Are you following me?
Yeah, I get you.
You know? They don't criticize them. And those are the people that you actually put pressure on. So if let's say those people want to table their Biafra agenda to the parliament, is it not going to start from the House of Reps or their senators that will go to Abuja and table a motion? I don't know how these people are. They think is that not how constitution of a country works? That you know what? Okay, senators go to Abuja, go and table a motion that we want to leave Nigeria. Then the conversation between Nigeria and the Biafra people will start.
Yeah.
They completely eliminated themselves from politics. They just want Biafra. How would you do Biafra without engaging yourself with the people, with the politics? If I'm not saying IPOB is bad or good or whatever, really, I know it's bad, but let's say, okay, IPOB, that's the name they're giving us. Why can't they influence and say, you know what, we're going to make sure we have a senatorial seat that we can influence, that we will sponsor, and we go to Abuja and if they win, fine, that's democracy. And they go to Abuja and they do whatever they want to do there. The other day I saw you posted a video that you said you went to United Nations and you went to European Union. Come on now. In this 2021, someone will be lying as glaring as that.
Yeah.
That you spoke to someone in United Nations. It's shocking. So I would like to evaluate the kind of people that actually follow these people. I think they're probably the lowest of the people. And I know Igbo people are quite smart in education, in engineering, in medicine, they are all there. But the Biafrans I'm seeing now online is an embarrassment because these people are from the evil land. The way they think, they can't even engage you in a constructive conversation without abusing your private part, as you mentioned, abusing your father, abusing your mother. Did they actually? And I think this is almost 8 years of indoctrination by Nnamdi Kanu. So it's going to take maybe another 10 years or 5 years to actually train this set of young people I'm saying online to actually believe that all they've been said all these years are all lies. It's going to, I mean, there's loads of job to do for you, Blessedom, to be honest. You need to actually educate these people because they've been indoctrinated for over 8 years or whatever Nnamdi Kanu has been online, spilling all his gibberish. And these people have bought it. They don't hear any other views apart from Nnamdi Kanu. And also, why would you be singing this song with you? Only Nnamdi Kanu is another figure. What kind of nonsense is that? Is it Jesus?
Oh, God.
You know? And secondly, the puppet master in the country you are in, are they going to have their own religion? They call themselves Jews. They call themselves Jews. Igbo from Jews. Igbo in Israel and Igbo. How does that correlate? And the master prophet has their own religion. And they are they going to force people to? I mean, the whole thing is just a mess.
Yeah. And
I'm really ashamed. It's just nonsensical.
Yeah.
Anyway, I watch your program a lot. You are doing a great job.
Thank you so much.
No matter what the abuse is current to your past, ignore them.
Yeah.
Those we are more or less doing the work of what do they call it? When these people preach on the road and they are saving lives. You are saving lives. If you don't know, if you 2 or 3 people that watch your video and you can actually save them, you've done a good job. Because I could see these people, they are not going anywhere. Biafra will never come in the next 20 years or 30 years the way they are doing it. Yeah. With all life, they are actually making loads of money with the monthly views they are paying these people. Yeah. You can see it in M4 and then Canada. It's all money they are fighting with, all of them. Yeah. They are getting monthly salary. Yeah. You know, and somebody, you would sit down in wherever you are in the world and you'll be paying somebody sitting in UK monthly views. Is that not nonsense? Anyway,
thank you so much.
I'm really enjoying your program.
Thank you. I appreciate that call. Thank you so much. So, my people, this is a contribution from our brother from the United Kingdom. And we are all saying the same thing. You know, he raised very, very, very critical points, which are very, very valid. So somebody said, why do you keep saying this and keep talking on this topic? You know, the question is, why not? Why not? I mean, how many lectures did you have about Buhari's left ear? Just left ear. I'm not talking about the right ear. Let's be serious now. How many lectures did you go on internet, on radio, on YouTube, on community radio, and you listen about Buhari's ear? Okay, let's talk about the right ear now. Like how many lectures? Okay, let's move on to Aisha boyfriend. Like how many? Okay, let's talk about Buhari is dead and all the even with Google Map that you had to listen to all those lectures. So this is something that had 8 years of indoctrination to get into the minds of the people, and of course, because of the attacks and all the vitriol and all the negative vibes, it was really difficult to talk about this thing until what happened at the MNA time. You know, what happened at MNA that actually made me to talk the first time, and they came at me, and actually I started replying in anger, but I realized that this is just beyond me getting offended from the vitriol. Like, God, it's something deeper. It's something that we really need to open the hearts of the people. And when I realized that the people actually are taking this thing very, very serious, because normally you will be looking at it and you will just laugh, you know, because it's comical, it's funny, it's something to joke about. But when you see that people are literally pitching their life on it, you know, then it becomes a problem, especially because it's a political problem, because politics is everything. politics is the foundation of the life that we have today, as as the societies are being organized through political structures. So if you don't get your political structure right, if you don't get the fundamental of your politics right, you are going to be suffering the consequences. And this is one of the things that is wrong with Nigeria because of that political problems, and it's so kind of goes into all aspects of life. And the same way, if Igbo people are not getting their politics right, and if they are going to escalate something even to the point of bringing in devastating conflict to their region, his politics is going to take every form of life, every form of activities, every form of engagement that is going on there is going to affect it. That's what I'm basically saying. So yeah, we're going to continue to be talking about it. So this is number one, and I said you have to face the reality of what is going on. And the most important thing that you have to take away from this first broadcast is there is nothing going on. There is no Biafra agitation going on. What is going on is resentment of the administration that is ruling Nigeria right now. So this is just what is going on right now. So if anybody telling you that Biafra is going to come today and tomorrow, it's a lie. Biafra is not coming. And if anybody is telling you that, oh, it's imminent, by just watch it by December 20, there's nothing going to happen. That day is going to come and it will pass. And by the grace of God, if you are alive to witness it, you will see it that nothing is happening. So everything that is happening has been a Ponzi scheme, and it's still a Ponzi scheme. And all the people that are fighting over their influence and their money, the salaries that you've heard the brother said they get paid salaries from your monthly dues. And of course, wherever money is involved, of course, there are going to be squabbles and, conflict among those people who are fighting for the money. And of course, your court leader who wants to get all the money for himself and who doesn't want to be questioned, who doesn't want to be, held accountable, he is calling shots and expelling people who he feels are challenging his authority. So this is just what it is. It is his business. It's his family business. This is his own business. Like our brother said, he has never worked. He doesn't have any occupation. He doesn't have any history. He cannot say this is my line of duty. This is what I've done in my life. And this is just providing him with a very big means of livelihood. And you can't expect him to give it away quickly. It's just for you that you are pitching your hope on it to realize what is going on, you see. So if you expect him to give it up, he's not going to give it up, because this is where he's eating from. Now his own horse will be that is his own bread and butter. He's not going to give it up. It is up to you, that you are the one that is being used to generate those funds, in the hope that Biafra is coming, to realize that Biafra is not coming. It has always been a Ponzi scheme, and your money is what is needed, and they are not doing anything. They've lied to you. Biafra is not being talked about in any way that will have any consequence. They are literally talking to themselves, doing community meeting everywhere they are, gathering Igbo people and addressing themselves, going to UN headquarters in Geneva, in Geneva, Switzerland, gather themselves outside and address themselves. They go to the EU and they gather themselves and address themselves. They go anywhere. They go to the US, they gather themselves in the hall and address themselves. So this is just a joke. This is what it is. It's nothing more than that. So my brothers and my sisters, this is just what it is. I'm sorry I have to leave you guys here now. Like I said, we are going to continue this conversation, and I'm going to leave it here. I'm saying this is number one, the first one, and then we can always go on to talk about it, and to throw more light into it, and if we can establish this in the heart of people that nothing is going on, and then we can leave this Biafra agitation or seeming agitation for Biafra and go into more meaningful conversation of what can actually be done, what can actually be helpful, what can actually be useful at this point in time for you guys, especially for people who are at home, who are feeling the inefficient and all the unreliability of all the troubles that the system has brought to their lives. So yeah, This is why I'm going from this way, because I see this as a very big hurdle and it's a very big distraction, and people are not able to concentrate when you. So the content of the video is pretty much clear, so I hope that you subscribe to this channel. I hope you have already done that, and hit the like button, smash that like button, and I'll see you very soon in another video. Bye.